Hello, and welcome to the Galloping Gurus, your home for daily horse racing analysis, race previews, and expert insights. If you enjoy our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update. Or for even more in-depth analysis, join the Galloping Gurus membership club at gallopinggurus.com, where you'll receive our exclusive race analysis before the markets even open, giving you access to our thoughts ahead of the day's racing. It's all about getting that value, and if you get it the day before, then you'll certainly be getting exactly that. Ciao, ciao. Hello, can you hear me?
Hiya.
How
Yeah,
you doing, mate? You all right?
yeah, I'm good, Jay.
Yeah, wonderful. Fresh from our treble. Fantastico, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully, people are pretty happy with that, and I'm sure they are. You know, there's been a few people messaging and that on TikTok, and fairly happy with that. So thank goodness. Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a few donations as well, so that was made
Yeah,
it all worthwhile a bit. So
yeah, that's what we need.
exactamundo, and if we get donations, it means others are winning, which is the main
Yeah.
thing. You backed anything today so far?
No, nah, not yet.
No. Seen a few of the ones I mentioned yesterday have been fairly well, but I know I only mentioned very briefly Hanstein has been absolutely hammered. Obviously, it didn't register to me yesterday when you mentioned that Robert Anstruther. You remember you were saying that I'd mentioned it in the race prior to that when he finished third,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like, yeah, Robert Anstruther. And then when I saw it today, I thought, I know the one. And then obviously went back and watched the race. I was like, oh my goodness, it missed me somehow. It missed me. I can't believe it missed me, but it did. But had it registered in my brain back when I was doing the form, I would have been very interested in that.
yeah,
And the other one was the Terry Kent horse I mentioned yesterday that I thought might get backed. It's been absolutely launched, isn't it?
has it?
It's favourite now. Yeah, Mr. Mojito. Yeah, well bet into favouritism. Was it 9-2 into 9-4? So yeah, well played. But
The old Goldie Tricket I mentioned,
yeah,
second favourite into 13-8 now.
yeah, that's been hammered
Been
too. Yeah, that's got a good chance, though, hasn't it?
big
So
chance, yeah.
um, a few of them really, and obviously, as we said yesterday, a couple of the ones that we have put up were much shorter than we would have suggested in the price wise, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
You know, we were hoping for 3-1 for Bone Marrow. That's a price opened 7-4 and went 6-5 very quickly, didn't it? And also, which is in fact, what about the one at? Is it the one at Newmarket as well? I can't remember what the bloody thing was called. What's the thing that we thought was going to be teed up for the race and has won the race?
Rocking Ends,
That's it. Where's that running? Rocking Ends.
Newmarket.
Newmarket. Oh yeah, 808. I mean that opened shorter than what we expected anyway. Not the 808. Crikey, I've lost my marbles. 5 furlongs, 7:33. I mean that open threes is now twos. It was a bit disappointing to see that sort of price as well, wasn't it? But
Yeah,
yeah, there we go. Don't know what our Wolverhampton ones are doing, but I haven't looked for ages because I've been doing the form for tomorrow. Vale of Clouds now 5-2 from 7-2. What else we got? Quarter Stars now into 15-2, and obviously our other one we already know. The Bone Marrow is 6-4. So they're all They've all kept up with the market fairly well, haven't they? But
Yeah.
guess we better have a look and see what's going on tomorrow. Newbury, you got much for Newbury?
Nah, I don't. No. Personally, I was interested in Hausenati in the first, but I won't put it up.
No.
I think it might have quite a good chance.
Right. Yeah. Well, I thought in the 302 Song of Clyde had a bit of a chance. 3-year-old receiving weight for age. Rosser is riding. Course and distance form, 2 runs, a win and a place. Won well, I thought, beating Albert Einstein in the listed race on the 16th of May. And then ran in the Group 1 at Ascot, finishing 7th. Only beaten 4 lengths. Thought that might have had a bit of a chance in there at 11-2 it was, but I think it's 5s now. 11-2 in a couple of places, Corals and Ladbrokes. So thought that had some sort of upside. Otherwise, nothing at Newbury. What about yourself? That's it then, is it? Newbury done. Okay. So on to Newmarket. I've got nothing until 3:42.
Until when?
3:42.
Yeah.
Have you got anything before that, or?
Nah, not really.
Okay. I like Jumbie and Where's Freddy. I think that Jumbie has come down to a workable mark now of 87. I don't think either of his runs were too bad back in April and May in the Class 2 for 51 grand, and obviously here at Newmarket in the 15 grand Class 3. I don't think either of them were horrible runs. It has dropped significantly in the weights, and I know it hasn't won for a long time, but this first foray into a Class 4 could just show that he still retains a little bit of ability. £7 off his back with our favourite Oliver Carmichael.
Yeah.
I get that. Not ideal. However, I do think it's interesting first time in a Class 4 here at a track that he does go very well. And the same can be said, I think, for Where's Freddy. Does go well here at the track. Multiple course and distance winner, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Stuart Williams doesn't mind a winner here at Newmarket. Finished 3rd of 81 back in September, so back down to 77. Might have a bit of a chance in here. That race is working out quite well as well. 7 winners, 10 place horses from 56 runs, so not too bad. And like I say, back over to 7 here, might have a bit of a chance. Do you like anything else in the race?
No. Where's Freddy was one I liked the most.
Yeah. That's interesting. We are 4:17 I mean, I don't think it's really. I'm not sure I'll be rushing to stick it up, but obviously, I suspect you could probably guess that I was thinking Yes, I'm Marley was fairly interesting in there. Don't really like this Fenlander, even though it's 1-3 on the bounce. I
Yeah,
kind of feel like he's got to be getting to a place where he's going to be struggling in a minute. You know what I mean? One of them.
yeah,
I'd be surprised if the next step up in grade to this class 4 would be he was venturing into the winners enclosure still. So 5-2 favourite forecast to be. I wanted to try to find something to take him on really. But once again, I mean, Yes, on Marley's only going to be forecast to be 3-1. So I'm not sure I'll be rushing to the bookmakers.
no.
So I don't know if you had anything in there particularly. Probably not.
No, I thought it was quite difficult. I thought there was probably 4 or 5 with a chance.
Yeah. Okie dokie. 452.
Yeah, obviously John Harrison for me.
Yeah, John Harrison written down. Was going to ask you though, what are your opinions on the Mark Prescott horse? Obviously, stepping up from 7 furlongs to 10 and 4 entries. I mean, it's obviously something that you just cannot prepare for, can you? I mean, it seemingly has zero chance, but after 318 days off, you wonder whether, off a rating of 61, whether he even would have bothered to keep it in the yard for that long.
Yeah, I mean, it's what he does. There's no doubt in my mind it will win races.
Yeah,
But whether it's first time in a handicap, I don't know.
no, it's a difficult one, I thought, yeah. But I did, obviously, I did go back and watch the old John Harrison, and he certainly looked to have a decent chance up into it there.
Yeah,
Finishing strongly, wasn't he?
very. Yeah, took a while to get going.
Yeah. And Dave Robert's going all right at the moment, I think, isn't he? Yeah, he's had eight winners in the last couple of weeks. So 25. Yeah, it's a funny old one. This I had a few down. Unfortunately, I thought Astrazar was interesting. 3-year-old receiving weight for age, finishing strongly. Last time out in that class 3 at Chester, was out the back of the field. Better race than this. Obviously now receiving weight for age here against his elders. We've already talked about this is kind of the time when it's not a better time to start siding with them. Then obviously we've got our old friend Silka Bay, who probably wasn't given the best of rides in the world, old Ollie, last time. And the other one that I was slightly interested in was Ellen Dore as well. Stuart Williams is thought a little bit of interest in there. I always don't know what he's got. Has ran well at Newmarket in the past. So Jack Gilligan on his own game the other day at back on the 19th of June, but yeah, I don't know if I could be particularly strong on one in here. And if I had to, it would probably be Astrazar, but I don't know what you had in here.
Again, thought there was probably nothing I liked enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, there we go then. We're off. And we're off to Doncaster. I've got your nap in the 7:15. Your favourite horse, Thapper VC.
Yeah, he must have a chance, mustn't he?
I would think so. Yeah. I mean,
Back at Doncaster.
yeah, I mean, particularly on the run where he finished second the miles. I mean, he was finishing strongly that day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Third to miles, and then actually ran a good race there behind Dappled Light as well at
Bath.
Bath. But yeah, the run here, I think the 7 furlongs, here will it probably go
I think 7 furlongs on a
flat track.
at Doncaster, yeah, is probably as ideal, really.
Yeah. The other one I did like a little bit is Maxi Boy. I've obviously had history with this thing before, and we all know he's not a prolific winner. I mean, crikey, his stats are 39 runs, 2 wins, and 11 places to tell us that. But I thought his run behind Subaru, obviously, I think I put him up that day, didn't I?
Might have done.
Yeah, I think so. Danny looked like he was going to win at one stage, but kind of got swamped in the last half furlong. But he was rated 70 that day, and that was in a better race, and there's been a fair few winners come out of it. But his run there behind Come On Over, the David O'Meara horse, not working out too badly. King's Merchant was in seconds, won again since, or has won since, and I would have a bit of a chance to step back up to the 7. Not sure I'd be. That was easy, I guess. Kevin Stott on as well. Not a bad shot.
No.
What happened last time? It was at Kenton, wasn't it?
Well, Pure Weather wasn't playing 12 up horses, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And Gene stole the race, so
yeah,
put a line through that.
Yeah. Yeah, Gina stole it. She did. Treble Gina definitely did.
Yeah.
50 rated donkey. I mean, crikey. Yeah. I wonder if that wins again next time out. I wonder if it's even. No, it's not entered. Probably sold it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was for Thapper, and then the 720, 825, 725 down there. It's not going to be much use. Won't be there. It's a shame, really, because I'm interested in this race, but unfortunately, I'm interested with 3 written down, which isn't normally a very ideal scenario. I missed Palmerian the other day when that went in and won, and I've been following this bloody thing.
Yeah.
And, I was travelling on that day, and I missed it. Anyway, needless to say, went in, came from the back of the field. I thought did extremely well to pick up Little Ted. Little Ted travelled into the race really strongly, didn't he? And then Palmerian still managed to mow him down, even though Little Ted had taken 2 minutes out of the field with a furlong to go. I think a £2 penalty is probably lenient, and if there's a strong pace to run it, I certainly think they have a bit of a chance. Other one I was interested in was Woodley, for much the same reasons as what you said just a minute ago. The horse went and won at Redcar on good to firm ground over the 10 furlong. Then picked up here over this and distance, beating One More No More. But then went and ran at Newcastle on the 25th of June, and I've marked on my sheet on my notes that the 25th, 26th, and 27th of June at Newcastle, particularly, you could not be a hold up horse there. It just everything won from the front. I wanted to look for these horses that had been running then, and especially as in any case, it is all-weather form is 12 runs, 0 wins, 2 places. Do you know what I mean? It's not as if he had any the form anyway. But his run at Doncaster over the 8 furlongs there back in June, he looked quite impressive. And considering he went up 5 and now has dropped a pound, I thought a £4 penalty was probably quite lenient. I mean, bearing in mind there was 18 runners in that race that day, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility that he comes back here and they go for a bit of a tilt at this thing, knowing the old Roger Fell lot. And the other one was Electric Lightning, finished behind the Sweet Escape just recently. Travis was back in third. It was a bit of a come from nowhere. All of a sudden, he showed a bit of form from nowhere, but he has won over. He flag carrier here last July, 24th of July. That was in a 0 to 65. Went from the front, and they never really see which way he went. Fentman was on, so it was a funny one, really. I'd rather at least 2 of them were out of it. That was the review on the race. But Palmerian forecast 7 to 2, Electric Lightning 4s, and Woodley forecast to be 12s. Well, I'd be surprised if Woodley was 12s at the off. But it's difficult. I don't like it when I got 3 written down, so I don't.
No.
It's you can't go shoving one up. Goes in. It's a bit of a one, that is. But there we go.
Yeah.
That was my analysis on the 825. Anyway, I must say with Ripon, I flew through Ripon. The only one I half had written down really was in the 315 at Ripon. It's already priced up. Star Harbour. I mean, Adrian McGuinness's ran a cracking race. Beyond Opportunity at Carlisle back in May. Didn't run a horrible race at the Curragh then on the 28th of June in a 60,000 quid handicap. Star Harbour doesn't win very often. He certainly hasn't done in recent times, but he's dropped a fair way in the handicap, and I think this is probably just about his easiest assignment that he's been in for a while. It was a price thing, really. I don't know if you've got anything that you're interested in.
Well, I know they fancy Salamanca City a bit.
Did I?
Yeah, they're going there for the ground because at the moment it says good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it says good to firm in places here, but I would imagine that if it continues to be warm, it's got to be good to firm. I would have thought tomorrow, wouldn't it?
Probably.
I didn't know anywhere in the country it had any rain, did you?
No.
So, anything else, mate? Are you strong on anything?
Alan King also Newmarket.
That's the John Harrison.
John Harrison.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, there we go. If you're strong on that, then I guess we can write out a thing for that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's yours. It's a tough one, because I've obviously got a few written down, but it's one of them, because this Newmarket 342, I am keen to take on the forecast favourite, Miletus. I'm not sure he is the sort of horse that will be racking up wins after wins, that's for sure. We obviously got told him back in February, didn't we, when I had a good go at him as well that day when he finished second. And then he wouldn't be my idea of one that's going to go in twice in a row. The race that he won isn't exactly pouring out the winners, so I am keen to take him on. And it would either be Jumbie or Where's Freddie. I am scared of the old Jumbie because he is very well handicapped. The Yard won the race last year, so it wouldn't be beyond the realms, especially as this horse has got good form at Newmarket. Yes, Marley's going to be too short, don't like that. You've got John Harrison there, 7.15 Donny. I mean, it does depend what sort of price they price Thapper out, doesn't it? Because they've been relentlessly putting him up at shorter prices than what you. Yeah, he's been favourite, joint favourite, second favourite. Do you know what I mean? They just keep stuffing him out at short prices, don't they?
Yeah.
Which is pretty annoying. But if he was 6-1, in an 8-runner race there,
Yeah, he'd have a big chance,
you'd think
certainly
he'd
each
have
way, wouldn't he?
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think we can probably write up a
Yeah, I think he'll. I'll be staggered if he doesn't go relatively close.
yeah. Okay, so we're there with Thapa VC then. I'll write out a spiel for Thapa VC. You're doing one for John Harris. I am tempted by Jumbie. I just think into this class 4 after a short break. I think they've teed him up for it personally. I like Where's Freddie a lot. I've got some really, really good back form with him, which is what's making things a little bit hard. But I think if Jumbie was deciding to stick his best foot forward, he'd probably have a pretty good chance in there. Yeah, I mean on his August run last year on good to firm ground in the Class 2 here behind Royal Zabeel, I think he'd win this doing handstands. At a forecast price of 13-2, I'm going to take a little chance with him with the Jumbie. So we've got John Harrison, Thapa VC, and Jumbie.